Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is. It is 11 Central, which means it is crochet time. Crochet a long time, I should say. Hello. If you're here, say hello. And happy February 1st, everyone. It's January went by so slowly but so quickly. Everybody says it, but it's because it's true. So happy February. It's February 1st, y'all. The month of, I think, February. I don't know if it goes by quickly, but I feel like it does because it's short. I just remember that. Wow, I'm so sorry. It's clearly been a day. Hi, Christina. Welcome back again. Hi, Hal. It really is the spark to my day when I know it's Wednesday, and it always makes me happy to see y'all. So I do have my pattern. I'm still working on the same one. It is the Woodland Sunrise cropped hoodie. I have made some progress. This is from the January issue, and I made some fun progress, so I decided to keep working on it, I think, for this week, and I'm going to try to work on it way more when I'm not doing the cat, like just when I'm not working, if you will. And so I can really finish it up, but I'm twisted. There we go. I've now made the long chain, which I hope is correct. That's what I read on the pattern, so that's what I did. And if I'm not mistaken, this will go technically underneath like the arm part, so it'll go from here and then all the way down across and then to the other side. Hi, everyone. What are y'all working on? It's technically month number 2 of our crochet along. We started this the first Wednesday of January, if I'm not mistaken. And we had some fun prizes at the end of January, which was last week. We did 2 prizes. I technically never got approval for that, so we don't know, but nobody said anything. So I think it's okay. We'll have to rein it in for this month. But it was like a big celebration because we finally brought them back. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hi, Alicia. But yeah, so I was thinking of what I wanted to work on next because I think I want to keep switching the projects to like kind of keep showing y'all the things that I'm making from Crochet Foundry. But I don't know. I'm thinking I want to do maybe like an accessory, maybe a hat. I realized I don't have a crochet hat. I have crochet or knit hats, but I don't have a crochet hat. So I'm actually potentially going to do a hat. I've never really done home decor that I remember, so I kind of want to do that. February is coming out on Friday to everybody. If you're an annual subscriber, you already have it. But yeah, I'm excited for February. There's a couple of things there that I can't wait to see for y'all to see. I've seen it, but y'all need to see it. But how is Christina still working on the autumn ivy wrap? Listen, you work on it on Wednesdays. I think that's kind of fun. You'll be done next week. That's great progress. If you're only working on it on Wednesdays, you're doing much better than I am. I am, like I said, I'm finally on page 2, or I guess page 3 if you do front and back. But anyway, of my pattern, so I'm very excited because it's like coming along very well. But how's everybody? Let me grab my hook. You see this? Hi, Wendy. How are you? I love it. It's so fun to have y'all here. I feel like it felt like a long time. Like I feel like so much has happened since I last spoke to y'all last week. One of those is like a little small announcement that I am officially the customer service manager for Furls. That was very exciting. So that is just something new. Has anything new happened with y'all? Like, have y'all, I don't know, did you do something fun this weekend? Did you start a new project? Because he doesn't start multiple projects at once. I'm curious, what did y'all do? Hello from Antigua. Hello. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I very much am very excited to take this on. I've been doing customer service with Furls for kind of a bit now. And yeah, it just happened and I'm very, very excited. We have, not to brag, but we have some great, amazing customer service agents that we all care for y'all so much, genuinely. And so it just makes me happy that I can help our team just kind of help y'all better, if that makes sense. But anyway, very exciting. I will probably post about it more officially, but I thought I'd share with y'all because why wouldn't I? But yeah, so let's see. Oh, Debbie, happy birthday. I'm going to pop this up so everybody can see. Happy birthday. You turned 64 on Sunday, had a lovely time with family, especially my grandmother, I'm so sorry, my granddaughter, 5 years old. That's so sweet. Happy birthday. I hope you all had some great food and a great time and you laughed and enjoyed your life. And happy birthday. I can't wait to see what else happens to you this year. May it be wonderful crochet things and also other great life happiness as normal. But wow, that was a good weekend. What a good weekend. Hi, Jill from Louisiana. How are you today? Are you working on anything for Crochet Foundry? Now that we have a few more viewers, this is the Crochet Foundry Crochet Along, where we pick a pattern from Crochet Foundry. That is, if you don't know, Furl's almost like sister site. That is where you'll find so many incredible patterns from designers literally from all over the world. We have designers in, obviously the US, Canada, the UK, different countries in Europe. I want to say Australia. We have designers from everywhere. And welcome, Darcy. Welcome. Good to see you're here. But yeah, so we basically the Crochet Along, simple rules. The rule is, Jill, I'm at work, so I'm avoiding responsibility. That's so funny. No shame to you. I'm here for it. So Crochet Along rules, if you will, is each month you will have a chance to start a Crochet Foundry crochet project, and it doesn't have to change month to month. This is a very relaxed environment. We are all for starting multiple projects at once, and we're also here for taking your time with them. As I stated, I'm working on the same one that I did from the beginning of January. But yeah, all it really is you have to pick a Crochet Foundry pattern. We have hats, more accessories, we have home decor, we have dresses, we have big garments, we have a bunch of different amazing things. There was even these little, like a mug rug, so it was like a coaster almost for I love it. I'm gonna share the platform, and by the platform I mean the website. Share the website. But if you don't, you don't have to buy a whole month's issue. You can just buy the individual pattern. But basically, you pick a pattern and you start it. After this live is over, I'm going to pin this to our crochet group on Facebook. If you're not a part of it, join it. I will approve you. Just answer the little questions. And yeah, once we have this post pinned at the top, you can put your pictures of your garment, accessory, whatever you're making, whatever your project is, post a picture of it on the group. And then at the end of the month, which will be the last Wednesday of February, I'll pick a winner. And by we'll do a random draw, and you could win a gift card to Furls. It will be $25 a Furls gift card and does not expire. But it's simple and it's easy, and that's what we wanted, because we just wanted y'all to have fun. We wanted y'all to kind of discover more different, amazing, honestly, beautiful patterns from Crochet Foundry. And yeah, but you don't have to have it done. It can be, say you start today, you're joining the Cal today, and you pick a pattern and you realize you don't really only have time for it. We have various people who only work on it when we do the crochet alongs, like the day of. And yeah, just post that. So you pick the pattern, you take a picture, and you put it in the comments. I will link once I have this set up, like as in this live has to finish first, and then we'll add the link. But yeah, it's very easy, very simple. And the point of this video is just to kind of get together, chit chat in the comments, see what y'all are working on, and have a good time. We've talked about a lot of different things. We've talked about other crocheters, designers. We've talked about hooks. We were talking about bunnies that have like long hair, and that you make, like, you dye, or not dye, you spin the hair into yarn, which I would love to have a bunny that makes me yarn that's really soft and warm. So but yeah, so we talk about a bunch of different stuff. And welcome to the chat, Ola Joe. The chat, the Crochet Along Live has officially begun. One of my favorite participants, Ola Joe, welcome. Everybody welcomes you. Everybody always gets excited to see you. You're just such fun. Thank you for joining us today. But yeah, so I'm working on this. Grab your little pattern, and if you're at work and you just can't kind of just start crocheting, no worries. But I hope you all have had a good week. It's midweek. It feels like it's the end of the week. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it just is me that thinks it's Friday, but it's not, and we still have a few more days. But I am in the UK, so technically my day is almost close to done. It's 5 o'clock here. You see my little dogs. Can't really see the time, but anyway, 5:15. And so my day is coming to a close. But yeah, I'm here for another week to talk about, yeah. Oh, look at this. This is, yarn is my love language. I have to say that is very true for me personally, if you could not tell. And I mean, listen, I believe it covers a lot of people in this group. Hooks and yarn. That's all I need. I mean, I need things like water and food, but what I really want is yarn and hooks and more patterns to work them. This is from Tony of TLC Yarn Craft. So if you were wondering, you know where to go. But anyway, let's see. Let's see. Oh no, iHeart138. I don't know your name. I'm sorry, but I'm so sorry you have the flu. If you've heard me before, you might notice I'm a little slightly congested, but thankfully we're getting better. But yeah, I feel like something's definitely in the air going around, because I know friends back home are kind of all getting like sick. I have a couple friends who have kids. Their kids are sick. So I think it's just that season where everyone is cold and getting sick. So I hope you all stay healthy. iHeart138. Don't know your name, but I hope you recover. The flu is no fun. But man, the whole family too. It's always once one, it's like a domino effect. But hi. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I do love this top too. It keeps me very warm. As you can see, very cold in my house, but it's fine. Jill, you're going to be in Lincoln in May. That's exciting. I hope you have safe travels to Lincoln. I mean, I've never been, but I hope you have a good time. I don't know how far away that is, to be honest, but anyway, so yeah, I am in the UK. It is 5 o'clock. I think after this, I'm probably going to work on this a lot more, because I'm very excited. I got pretty much, this is on both sides. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't look straight, but this edge is quite straight. And then it goes until like you increase on this side. I'm very excited for this project, but I hope somebody, I don't know if you're on the chat, but I remember somebody started the placemats. I want to know how that's going. Please do share once you do. But anyway, has anybody started a new project? I'm curious. I like to see what y'all start. There was a lovely, let me bring it up. I don't know if, there we go. Mug rug. I want to share it because I like to share little kind of smaller projects that if you kind of wanted to try, you can't commit to too big of a project. This is cute. Let's see. And there was, I think somebody else asked before about like a very specific like t-shirt, like a v-neck. I think we have one. Please feel free to share any kind of, if you want to see a design that you haven't seen us, share before, let us know. I kind of share, I'm still working on my woodland. Alicia, that's why I remembered your name, because I was like, I definitely remember hearing your name last time. I was like, why was it? And that's because you work on the same thing. And these are, by the way, these are the other colors that will be incorporated. So it is very, very kind of moody. Maybe that's the word. I don't know, but I can't wait for it to be done. But yeah, so if you ever have an idea of like, oh, I'd love to see this kind of skirt, or I'd love to see these kinds of socks, write in. We're always like, we're part of, I mean, I'm a part of a small team and we love to hear what y'all want to see. So please always feel free to share ideas you have. Like, I know I personally am not a designer, but I know I have things that I sometimes want to see and I'm like, oh, I haven't quite seen this. I wonder if I can, and then I share with the team and then we talk about it. Or maybe somebody from, we do have a lot of designers on staff. There we a lot of talented people on our staff. So I mean, Lorraine makes some really fun patterns. She has several patterns on both Furls and Crochet Foundry. So I mean, Pam, Diane, sweetest woman in the world. She has some lovely patterns. So please always feel free to give us feedback on what you want to see because we're here for you. So let's see, my excitement of the week. Full set of streamline, and they should be arriving on. Christina, congratulations on getting metal hooks. I wish we had so many in an unlimited supply, and we don't. But I'm still happy some of y'all got them because that was genuinely, when I say I felt so nervous, and I don't know why I felt nervous. Like as in like the kind of like excitement. The whole team was more excited about restocking these than we were launching them. We were all sending messages back and forth. It was wild. So Christina, congratulations. That feels like a win for, I mean, the month. The win of the month will be you because you got a lot of metal hooks that a lot of people do not. I apologize. We are, fingers crossed, that will change. Let's see, I started a puff stitch slouchy hat yesterday. I don't have enough the color yarn to finish. I'm brainstorming what to do. Does anybody have ideas of what Jill could do if she's run out of yarn completely? I mean, have you thought of, is it something that you can incorporate a second color to, or like a different color? Or is it, are you kind of, is it like the pattern calls for that specific coloring, or like, I mean, the pattern calls for a specific pattern with a color? What do y'all have? I mean, does anybody have advice of what Jill should do? Because I mean, I have opinions, but I know so do y'all. So please feel free to share if you think what Jill could do, how she should maybe change up the pattern. I personally am one who loves to stick to the pattern, and I admire so much the people who use the pattern as like a guideline, but then switch it up. May it be the colors, may it be, you know, the different lengths and dimensions of it. But anyway, hi Debbie, you have to go, or it's fine. Have fun, drive safely, or just however you're transporting. Be safe. Be safe, Debbie. But yeah, if y'all have any advice for Jill, let us know in the comments and we'll pop them up because we all need help sometimes. Let's see, Keith, you didn't get one streamline medal. I'm so sorry. I genuinely, when I say it's so frustrating for us to not have what you want, it's not even just so frustrating, it's disappointing, and I'm really sorry about that. But let's hope we can get those restocked quicker than we did this time, and we can have more for everybody. That's what we're trying to do. Believe you me, Keith. That is what we're trying to do. Keitha. I'm so sorry. It's all one word, so it's very hard for me sometimes with the YouTube comments because I can't see the name. I do apologize, but Darcy, I took a break from my sweater last weekend to make a baby. Oh, but it's not a foundry pattern. It's okay. Always feel free to share non-foundry patterns in the group because I think we all like see crochet. Obviously you can't use it for the crochet along, but it's fine. You're already working on the sweater anyway, so I know you're good. But that's so fun. Like I said, who doesn't like to pick up a pattern while you're working on other pattern? Because I know I do. But let's see. Oh, Jill, another question, Jill. How about the metal hooks? Are they hollow or solid? They're solid. I mean, that is a solid. I wish I had. No, I don't have one here near me. But they're solid. So if you were ever wondering, they're going to be slightly heavier than an Odyssey, like just ever so slightly, depending on the size. But yeah, they're solid, so it's like it's not like the resin or the wood that feel very, very light in the hand. Let's see, we're back to Jill's question about the yarn. Let's see. I've thought about alternating another color that is complementary to the original gold. Ooh, gold. I do love gold. I mean, that's I think what I would do if I can't get my hand if I can't get my hands on more gold, then I'm going to probably add a secondary color to that. Anybody, if you have advice on what Jill should do, she ran out of yarn of one color, and now she's curious of what she should do to keep going in her it's a slouchy hat. Could you do like almost like a color block? So you just do that, you do a chunk of that, and then you do maybe another chunk of the color, and then maybe another color. I mean, I don't know how big it is, but just a thought. Patricia, I'm very sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I would read that. So technically my first language is Spanish. So I would automatically read that as Patricia more so than Patricia, but hello. I'm doing great. I hope everybody's doing well. I mean, please feel free to share how you're doing, because I mean, maybe you're not doing well and you just need some encouragement. If that's the case, please feel free to share. This is real life, y'all. Life isn't perfect all the time. So always feel welcome to share how you're really feeling. Also, if you can hear a little whining, that would be my dog, who is not happy that he can't be with me right now. So I apologize if you can hear him. But anyway. But thank you for asking. How are you doing, Patricia? Patricia? How are you doing? Are you doing well? Is it still really cold where people are? Like we did have I'm in London. It was very, very cold for like 2 weeks, these past 2 weeks. And now it's not, I mean, it's so cold. It's like 45 degrees-ish Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Are people still going through cold weather? Is it just us? I have no idea anymore. I have crochet ADHD. I'm always excited about the next new project. Wendy, I feel the same way. For me, I just get excited, and this could sound so silly, and maybe that's why I have a sweatshirt that says yarn is my love language. I love finding a new hook in yarn for a project. I like to crochet garments because I like to then wear it. I love to kind of make my own thing. And I like being plus size. Sometimes you don't have the most, creative options in the store. And so I like that I can see a pattern, and that's why I love Crochet Foundry, because all garments are size inclusive. Yeah, I don't have a problem kind of just making something up. But then I just want to make so many things, and I don't have the time. But I mean, one of the exciting parts of it is like, oh, let me find the yarn. Let me grab a couple hooks, as I will show you, I normally have this cute little hippo thing, and then I pop in probably like 5 hooks or so, different hooks. I grab resin, I grab wood, I grab, what's funny is I actually don't use a lot of metal, but as in I don't use a lot of Odysseys and I don't use a lot of streamline metal. I only have like a couple sizes on the metal, and then I test it out, and then I crochet super, super loose. So I usually grab the recommended size in one of the hooks just to confirm that that's going to be way too big, or the hook's going to be too big. And then I grab usually 1 to 2 sizes down. So for example, the woodland cropped hoodie I'm working on calls for a 5, if I'm not mistaken. I print everything out. I'm like old school. I want all my patterns printed. Yeah, it's a 5, and I'm using a 4-5, though I probably could have used a 4. But then I was like, no, I wanted to use this hook. So that's why I went with a little slightly bit. Yeah, so I love that excitement of finding the right hook, finding the right yarn, what's going to work, all of that good stuff. But yeah, let's see. Oh, Jill, you're free. Oh, just above freezing where I am in Louisiana. Interesting. I forget that more southern states still get cold. Like I think because I only really have friends in Florida, and I promise you they're like never cold. I mean, I think now with climate change and everything, things are getting really cold. But I just remember my friends from Miami were always like, it's so cold today. It's 75 degrees. And I was like, that doesn't register in my head as cold, but okay. I believe you that you're cold. So, Darcy, we were in the teens this week, but we'll be about plus 20 by Saturday. Oh, well, that's a change. I hope y'all stay warm. That's the thing. I love the cold because I love to like crochet like warm, cozy stuff. But then I don't want to go anywhere. So then nobody sees but not that anybody has to see. But then it's just kind of like a shame because then all my, if I say so myself, nice crochet things, nobody sees. Do y'all like to wear, first of all, I know there's a lot of people that don't even crochet garments, which blows my mind because that's all I do. But then I'm sure I blow other people's mind because they only crochet maybe amigurumis or maybe home decor. I met someone who they love to do pillows. So they have a business basically crocheting like pillow covers, which I think is so cool. But yeah, do y'all crochet garments as much as maybe I do? Do you kind of crochet a little bit everything? You crochet garments? If so, do you like to wear them out? I met somebody who loves to crochet garments and does not like to wear them out. And they said, it wasn't even I don't want anybody to see it. They were just like, I just love to make garments. I was like, okay. You mean, whatever floats your boat, Northern California, and it's currently 49. That's not too bad, Christina. 49, I think now it's starting where I am. We were really cold 2 weeks ago, or for the last 2 weeks. Now we're getting to that 49. So if I'm not mistaken, that's not too bad. I'm actually very bad at measuring distance and measuring temperature. And then you want me to do it in metric? Game over. I'm sorry, my British friends who I've met here, that I always have to be give me a second, and then I convert it on Google. Let's see. I'm getting a slew of metal streamlines today. Oh, Wendy, congratulations to you two about getting metal hooks. Didn't happen to all of us, I'll tell you that, including myself. But I'm glad you got your hooks. There were so many people that were disappointed. And again, it really does I feel get to us because we just want you guys to have good tools and have things that will help you crochet. But I'm happy to see that there's still some people that are very excited and very happy to get it. So let's see. Alicia, again, it depends where in Florida you're at. It gets to, okay, fair enough. So maybe I'm thinking my South Florida friends, like I said, Miami, they're it's so cold, it's 75 degrees. And I'm not quite. So it makes sense. I think now that I think of it, the people I'm thinking of, they're all from South Florida, Miami, Deerfield, all that. Let's see, Wendy plus size, I'm not a fast crocheter. I'm scared to invest a lot of time and not fit right. Wendy, that's a great comment. I hope it's okay if I pop this up because I do want somebody to read it. I'll read it again. I'm plus size and I'm not a fast crocheter. I'm scared to invest a lot of time and not fit right. This is a great, it's an unfortunate problem in general across. I won't get started on plus size clothing and fit, literal fit of a garment. We do our best with Crochet Foundry patterns for them to be written properly for plus sizes. I, in the past, not from Crochet Foundry, before I even worked at Furls and Crochet Foundry, I bought a couple patterns from a designer. And I was really excited. They looked really cute. She, of course, was straight size. She was not a plus size, I should say. And the pattern, you could tell all they did was just, I don't even know if they did any math. They just kind of made everything bigger. But that's not how it works. And I think that's why I do love the emphasis that the crochet community is trying to do with plus size clothing is that you have to properly grade it. You have to properly grade the garment, because if not, plus size clothing isn't just, well, you add more stitches everywhere. No. And that's the reason I love Crochet Foundry. And I know the thought and the time that we take to make sure the designer, if we've been working with them, we know that, they're able to do that. But with new designers, we want to always welcome new designers, but we still do make sure that they can provide a pattern that is properly graded for garments, because it really is not just about adding more stitches and more rows. It's a lot more. Sometimes you don't really adjust here and you don't really adjust there, and it's a lot more than just make it bigger. Like it's not as easy as that. So Wendy, I'm with you. Sometime I granted I do normally do, I don't like boxy fit, but I do like a crop. So I feel like with a crop, anything that's cropped, I feel more not as, it's like I said, it's high of a risk, but that's just me. I mean, if there's ever something that you really, really love and want to make, I hope you take the risk if it's, worth it. But Alicia, I like shawls because I don't have to worry about gauge as much. It's true. I mean, I've never crocheted a shawl. That's my one confession. If I have to confess something, it's that. And that I was afraid to do granny squares for like 3 years of crocheting, but that's besides the point. I feel like shawls aren't necessarily smaller when I think of like a nice big shawl. So then in my head, I feel like I'd rather make myself something to wear, like a top, than a shawl. But then if I think about it, a shawl is almost, I mean, it's an accessory, but it is kind of like a top in a sense. Like it's this big, it's a statement piece. It's not interesting. I might try that. I think if maybe that'd be good for like a project where you're like mindlessly crocheting. I feel like that could be. But I mean, there are some really pretty intricate shawls. Anyway, besides the point. I'm getting too distracted, y'all. Haven't done shirts or jumpers. I've done oversized cardigans. I'm scared to do more form-fitting wearables, actually. Again, I mean, I don't want to brag on Crochet Foundry because it's not about bragging. It's just we definitely understand how sometimes if the pattern isn't working well, it really, I mean, it might work for 1 or 2 sizes, but we do our best to make sure the designers we work with are able to provide a well-fitting garment across all the sizes. So if you ever wanted to try one, I mean, what could you try that could be maybe slightly more? I mean, I would probably do something that didn't have sleeves, so then you at least, so it's like I'm trying to think of like a slightly smaller project that can maybe give you a confidence boost to try something a little bit more form-fitting. If you normally wear form-fitting, you might not, and that's not something you have to do. But oh, hi. I'm saying I'm missing so many people who are joining. I'm so sorry. I just love reading the comments and what people were sharing about what they like to crochet. I like to make garments and wear them. There's one hoodie that I made that is just too heavy to wear. This has only happened to me once, and I was so sad, and I think I'm genuinely not going to wear it. So I mean, it took me a while to make. And what's actually funny, it was the same pattern that a reason it's so heavy is because it's not properly graded to fit like an XL. It's like, that's not even like, that to me almost feels like standard sizing, if you will. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I will not get into my little soapbox of plus sizes and the fits. But the one that I did make was so heavy, I was like, I'm never going to wear this. Plus, it doesn't look good. So I think I have it tucked away somewhere, and then I think I'm eventually going to like undo it because I can't wear it. But if you like to, I have so many thoughts of heavier garments. I know some people really like almost like a weighted blanket, but I have a friend who makes super it's like a super chunky, but the yarn is so heavy and it's almost like a weighted blanket, which one could say it's still somewhat cheaper to invest in a weighted blanket because you're not making it. But if you have the time and you want to try, you could find like almost like a dense yarn. That would be so nice. But anyway. And you have all 4 seasons. I make teas in summer. Oh, I love 4 seasons. I do love all the seasons. I do love winter and fall. I do love winter because it's cold. But I also love, I mean, summer is coming in. I mean, not now, but when summer is coming in, I start making all the little crop tanks, and it's cotton and bamboo, baby. That's all it is for me. Let's see. Same Wendy. Oh, Kivia, hello. I hope you're doing well. Everybody's saying hello, joining. I mean, technically, I don't have a time limit for this. I never do. When we started this, we talked about 30 minutes. just to see how it goes. If conversation is flowing, I have no issue answering your questions or looking at comments and chit-chatting with you longer than 30 minutes. So I'm happy talking to you guys. It makes me happy. I do see we have a few more viewers. Welcome to the chat. This is the Crochet Foundry Crochet Along Live. This is where I personally work on a pattern. I actually haven't because I'm at a point in my pattern where it's actually a little intricate, so I need to pay attention. But yeah, I mean, grab a project if you want. If you want to be entered to win a gift card at the end of the month, basically to participate in the crochet along, choose a Crochet Foundry pattern. It can be anything. It could be the little cafe mug rugs that we have. It can be a full-on dress. It could be socks, whatever it is. Grab a pattern, start it, take a picture, and post it in the group. I will post the group link now just because I haven't posted it in a minute. Yeah, anyway, welcome to those that are new. Please feel free to ask questions if you ever have a question. Let's see, and plus size, and I like adjusting the fit. Top-down sweaters are great to try on as you go. The sweater dress I'm making, I followed instructions for one size on the top and larger on the bottom. That's an interesting, I'm popping this up. I hope if you ever don't want me popping up your comments, let me know and I'll make a note of that and I won't pop them up. But this is what I love about crochet. You can take a pattern and you can adjust, okay? And because honestly, sometimes it does happen that if you will, the proportions of the pattern don't always fit with our bodies because we're all very different. We are all, I mean, I'm the same way. I normally wear an XL on the top, large to extra large, and then bottoms 2XL. So I think that's what's so great about crocheting your clothes. Not that you have to do it. I mean, it's a lot of work, but if you can, that you can adjust. I think that's great that you can adjust it the way that fits your body best. So I love this idea. I am the person that's like, I need to follow the pattern, but I don't. Not when it's something like this. So that's a great idea. Thank you for sharing that. Christina, I like a crop top too, but they don't account for larger chests and they're too cropped. This is interesting. I'd be curious then to look at a couple of the Crochet Foundry ones. I know we have several, but you're not wrong. I have seen this. I have a friend who has a larger chest and crop tops in are just way too short. I'm curious. I'm actually going to look into this because I haven't accounted for that when I've looked at our patterns. And I mean, I know Crystal has, but I'm curious if there's, if we have some tops that would work better because they're slightly longer. And because I don't know if it would just be a matter of adding rows to that. There has to be some also like width. Like we can't just make it longer. It still has to be adjusted, I think. I don't know. I'm not a designer, so but that's a good thing to keep in mind, Christina. Thank you. Let's see. Wendy, what are you saying, Wendy? If you wear a shawl backwards and wrap it around your neck, it makes a fantastic scarf that keeps your chest warm. I love that, and I don't know why I haven't made a shawl, y'all. Like, I'm starting to question myself because really, you're totally right. And I love how you can style so much. I feel like I'm maybe a little bit more plain Jane, and I don't want to be as plain Jane as I am. I think that's one of my goals for 2023. I don't really have New Year's resolutions. I just think of random things along the way, along the year. But I think I'd like to try more accessories, and see how that goes because you can change it up. I love this. I mean, I really need to make a shawl. I need to make something. Let's see. I just bought some crochet hooks from Dollar Tree just yesterday myself. Oh, congratulations, Kiwi. I'm glad you can treat yourself to some crochet hooks. I hope you like them. I hope they work for you. Are they like metal ones or are they plastic? What are those? I'm curious. Please share. I love making a blanket. Keitha, I applaud you. That is a project that I've made one blanket. It was a Tunisian crochet along, run by Tony from Teal Yarn Craft. And let me tell you this, I've never made a blanket since because I'm an impatient person. So anybody who can either crochet fast enough or has the patience to make a blanket, my hat is off to you. I find that so impressive. Let's see. It's going to. Oh, Kelly. Hello, Kelly. I just saw you over here. I'm getting everybody's thrown in so many good comments. I think super behind, but I don't mind. So I hope y'all don't mind either. I'm so sorry. Oh, you've always wanted to win a Frills Odyssey hook. Maybe you'll win one time here. I'm gonna see. I would like to hear from you. This is a somewhat experimental group. We like to do gift card giveaways at the end of the month. I like a gift card because you can choose, but I would be curious if once we have stock of Odyssey hooks, I'd be curious if y'all would rather have like an Odyssey hook as a giveaway, as an award. It's not an award, as a prize. Thank you. That's the word. Just thoughts. Don't want to open a can of worms when I mention Odysseys, but just a thought. I don't know. Donna, I love a Z twist and I love a Z twist. I didn't know if you don't know about like the Z twist and an S twist with yarn. A Z twist is going to work better for crochet because of the way we handle. What I have not checked about that is if it's the same for left-handed crocheters. If somebody has an opinion on that or just facts that they want to share, please do. If Z twist works as well with left-handed crocheters, I'm curious, but Z twist is a dream to work with when it comes to crocheting, in my opinion. I know we all have our preferences, so just a thought. Let me see. It's a good idea. Yeah, it is a good idea. I feel like there is self-love when you crochet yourself something. This could be this bigger topic, and I probably will start winding this down so I don't keep taking up your time. But I do feel like there's a lot of self-love in crocheting yourself something. I would say maybe something for some, but for specifically for yourself, especially a garment, because you're making it for yourself. You're making it fit your body. You're with your hands and your time and your intentions, if you will. Maybe that's cheesy of me to say, but I'm sticking to it because it's not, I sometimes have felt bad that I don't necessarily crochet a lot for people. But I've noticed that when I crochet something for myself, there's something very special to it. So if you're somebody who doesn't always crochet for yourself, I would challenge you to step out of your comfort box and make yourself something. May it be a cute little amigurumi. It doesn't have to be a garment. It can just be like a cute little amigurumi toy plush, if you will. Or I've noticed that I get something in my head and I can't stop mentioning it. The little cafe mug rugs mug rugs. And that's a fun little project you can make for yourself. So why not? That's what I like about getting the custom fit part of the crochet. Isn't that fun? I do like if you haven't tried one of our Crochet Foundry patterns before, one thing we like to provide is like styling tips. So we asked the designer, can you give us a few styling tips on how you would maybe dress this up, dress this down, or, change it up a little bit. And then also how to change the fit slightly. Most designers do provide that information because it is important to know we all don't have the same body. So if I need to make it, I'm a little bit taller, I'm a little bit shorter, how do I change that to fit me better? So that's one thing I do love about our patterns. Let's see, I made some cute crop tops. I really have the guts to wear them. Oh, well, if you are afraid to wear a crop top, y'all, wear one. Life is too short not to wear what you would like to wear, in my opinion. So anyway, we're not here to talk just about wearing what you might be a little nervous to wear, but I am here for it, all of it. Let's see. There's a lot of great comments. I prefer gift card. I do want to win them. Okay. We're seeing, I like to hear your feedback on the whole, what you would like to win, if you would win something from this. So this crochet along is for y'all. Also, I feel like a little bit for me because I just love it so much, but we're here for y'all. So maybe we can switch it up some months if our stock allows, and do something fun like that. So why not? I'll put that to my superiors, my fantastic Crystal, and Pam, and they're the ones who let me do things. So I will ask them. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put this up because this is a great. I know we changed that, and it's interesting to hear that you really like that. Can I say one thing I miss about Crochet Magazine or Crochet Foundry Magazine? A lot of fit is dependent on the yarn used. Nylon has stretch, acrylic doesn't, etc. I miss that the magazine patterns used to state that what yarn was used and substitutes. Okay, I'm going to potentially. I could be wrong. Winter. Have you seen this before winter of this year, Christina? Because technically we changed some things in winter when it came to yarn, and therefore we did take that out. I'm going to make a note of it to see how we're going to do spring and to make sure we can address, make sure this isn't just for winter and see if we can bring this back, because I agree with you. Fiber matters. Cotton and bamboo are going to stretch significantly different than an acrylic. And yeah, you spoke, and I'm going to look into it, okay? Let's see. Donna, thank you. This is what makes sense. So this makes sense. A left-handed crocheter should use S-twist yarn. This makes sense because the whole thing with S-twist yarn for right-handed crocheters is that the fiber, I think use this for an example. When you crochet, then sometimes the twist untwists itself because of the motion. So that does make sense. So, I mean, then left-handed crocheters, you have a plethora of yarns. Right-handed crocheters, we can use whatever yarn we want, but I think that's a good thing to know. I wish there was more Z twist yarns. I'm just gonna. Hopefully we can do something about that. But anyway, Christina, piggybacking off of that, at least state fiber content and not just the weight of yarn. It's helpful for fit and drape. You're 100% correct. I'm going to step out on a limb again. I think I already said that. So we're going to step on that limb again. I want to say it was because we did change yarn providers for winter last minute. If I'm completely honest, I do think that will come back for the very minimum yarn content. I don't know why anyway, I'm not going to go into my thoughts of what happened, but I'm going to share that. I think that's great feedback. And I think that's a great point. It does affect, we all know how a cotton and a bamboo are not going to work the same way an acrylic does, and also wool. So I think that's great. Thank you for sharing that, Christina. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Let's see, Kelly, I only crochet for 2 reasons. Designs and prototypes or love. Oh, I'm sorry, design prototypes or love. If I don't love I can't read right now. I'm so sorry. If I don't love someone, I can't pay me enough to be there. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, Kelly. I'll say that right now. Yeah, I do want to crochet more for others. I definitely spend enough time crocheting for myself, but it definitely, for me, it is a very happy place. I can either zone out or I can just really enjoy, focus, and relax with crochet. So I do love. Listen, if you ever have ideas, feel free to email us. We're always here to answer questions, and we're always here to hear what you want to say to us. May that be ideas, or you would love to see this kind of design, you'd love to see this kind of hook. I mean, we make hooks for you and we make patterns for you, so we want to make sure we hear you. I think we love hearing feedback. We love hearing your ideas. We've had excuse me, one time we had somebody email in saying, I'd love to see X, Y, and Z hook. I think it was before maybe Polaris, but she was very specific. And then Polaris came out and she was like, I love this hook so much. When we emailed her, I took care of that email. So I said, keep your eyes open. You know, you might get a little surprise, like a good surprise, and sometimes it works out like that. So, and then sometimes you never know, it could inspire us to do it. So I'm going to wrap this up. It has been a phenomenal time with you. I did not crochet that much this week. Again, I apologize. It's because I'm at the point in my pattern where I do need to make sure where I'm like, I need to pay a little bit more attention. But next week, hopefully, maybe I'll work on the mug rug I keep mentioning. No, I was thinking about the dishcloths. I do need some dishcloths. We had a great conversation last week about how the UK doesn't do dishcloths that much, and it's because, you know, a while back cotton the cotton selection was not as there wasn't as much of a cotton collection. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I can't speak today. Like I said, it feels like it's a Friday. So that was an interesting combo to have about dishcloths in the UK and how they're not as common. I mean, I'm going to try to start something now. I do want to finish this pattern that I'm working on, which is the Woodland Sunrise cropped hoodie. I think it's going to be so cute. But I do want to start also something else. So I keep it entertaining, keep it new, keep it different every month. I think I'll do that. And then I'll flashback. I'll make sure to share my progress on everything else I'm working on. So I'm going to decide. I don't know if I make the little rugs, little cat. Maybe I can do both because there's going to be so many. But anyway, I digress. Stay tuned on the group, Crochet Foundry Makes group. If you haven't already requested to join, request to join. I check those things, and I'm sure I will be the one who approves your membership onto the group. Not a membership, you know what I mean. Excuse me. And I will pin the post, which is this video pretty much. I will pin that at the very top, and you will see post February WIP picks here. If you want to join the crochet along, all you need to do is grab a Crochet Foundry pattern. It can be from this month's issue. You can start it in a couple of days when February hits if you see something there, or you can literally pick something from 2 years ago. Just pick a Crochet Foundry pattern, any pattern that you like from there, and start it, take a picture, and post it on the pinned post that I will have, okay? And you may win. You don't have to be on the live to win. Obviously, I will have to contact you, but I mean, if at the end of February you only posted that one picture that you started, but you didn't finish, that's okay. You don't have to finish it. Just start it. That's how you join. It's that easy. Easy peasy. What was it? Easy breezy beautiful. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for this crochet along. Easy breezy brood. I can't speak, y'all. I think it's time. It's time for me to go. But anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I believe it's midday for many of my North American, potentially also South American viewers. I don't know if anybody's in South America, but say hello if you are. But if you're in that time zone, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you can crochet or do something that makes you happy today. So, Jill, I thank you. Hope you have a good night too. Day, whichever. But anyway, y'all take care, okay? Bye.